Ever since I was a kid, I've loved going to the movies. All that excitement up on the big screen, mutant dinosaurs, alien invasions, gunslingers shooting it out in the Old West. And that stuff was nothing compared to the incredible special effects in movies now, including sound. Without the thundering hoofbeats of the cavalry or the laser blast of a spaceship, the movies just wouldn't be the same.
You've probably heard the term home theater a lot lately, but what does it really mean? How could someone possibly have a real movie theater experience in their living room? And how do Klipsch speakers fit in? This video and the guide that comes with it will answer those questions for you. They'll also show you ways that you can sell Klipsch speakers as both a superior home audio system and as part of a 6-speaker Klipsch home theater package for the customer who wants to truly experience the excitement of a motion picture theater.
In the 1920s, legendary audio inventor Paul Klipsch was fascinated with, among other things, the idea of being able to bring the excitement of a live symphony performance into his living room. Paul built his first loudspeaker from a cardboard tube and an earphone. Audio technology's come a long way since then. Back in the 20s, recording sounded like this. Klipsch technology makes it possible for you to hear it like this, digitally recorded and formatted for home theater. In the years that followed Paul's early experiments with audio, he became convinced that horns were the best way to accurately reproduce music because horns provide the listener with broad dynamics, low distortion, and controlled directivity. The problem is that to reproduce sound the way large theaters do, you need a horn that's over 9 feet long, which most people wouldn't want in their living rooms. Paul's answer was the patented Klipsch horn, a horn folded back onto itself to fit into a speaker cabinet. The Klipsch horn made it possible to accurately recreate the exciting dynamics of recorded music and still get the rest of the furniture in the room. The cabinet itself was designed to fit into a corner, and the room became an extension of the horn. By the 1940s, Paul was manufacturing his Klipsch horns in the little southern town of Hope, Arkansas. Klipsch speakers have evolved tremendously in the past 50 years. Cabinet designs have been updated and technical advances have been incorporated, but horn technology is still the basis of Klipsch design. Horn technology gives Klipsch speakers their unique performance advantage, a combination of high efficiency, low distortion, broad dynamic range, controlled directivity, and flat frequency response that makes them the perfect choice for reproducing the dynamics of a state-of-the-art motion picture soundtrack. The Klipsch heritage is a powerful selling tool. Paul's Klipsch horn was based on scientific principles, and the company was founded for the sole purpose of reproducing music in the most accurate way possible. Today, the engineers at Klipsch are just as serious about that design mission as Paul was about capturing the energy and excitement of a symphony 50 years ago. Klipsch is the only speaker manufacturer that offers affordable horn technology, the same kind used in real theaters, for home theater use. This tuba is an example of how folded horn technology works. Fitting an unfolded tuba on stage with the rest of the symphony would be as inconvenient as putting that 9-foot horn in your living room. Let's take a look at how horn technology works to make Klipsch speakers perfect for both home audio and home theater. In the 1940s, Paul Klipsch started his speaker company with the exact same design philosophy Klipsch engineers follow today. Speakers must be highly efficient, which effectively lowers distortion, have a broad dynamic range, controlled directivity, and flat frequency response. In the 1980s, the compact disc was introduced. The major new benefit of CDs was their ability to provide the listener with low distortion and improved dynamics. 10 years after the introduction of the compact disc, home theater has been heralded as the audio-video trend of the 90s. The main criteria for recreating a home theater atmosphere are high efficiency, low distortion, broad dynamics, and controlled directivity, features that have been part of the Klipsch design philosophy for over 50 years. Controlled directivity is all about accurately reproducing soundtrack information and focusing that information directly at the listening area. Now, most manufacturers use what's called a direct radiator system in their speakers. To understand controlled directivity better, imagine the direct radiator system is a floodlight. If these floodlights were the front left and right channels of your home theater system, the soundtrack would be bouncing all over the room. Now, imagine a horn system is a spotlight. See how the sound is focused directly at the listening area? That's especially important for home theater because controlled directivity makes sure the surround sound encoding tracks the motion accurately through the front channels. High efficiency and low distortion are essential to the ultimate home theater experience, and the efficiency of a Klipsch system is a direct result of horn technology. As you can see in this diagram, the two drivers are getting the same amount of electrical energy, but the Klipsch driver, because of the efficiency of the horn system, is working a whole lot less to produce a whole lot more acoustical energy. The other driver, which is a direct radiator system, is merely converting energy to heat, decreasing the overall performance of the entire system. The guide that comes with this video will give you more detailed information about horn technology and how it applies to both the home audio and home theater experience. The two main reasons people pay for fine furniture are the quality of the wood and the workmanship that goes into crafting each piece. Klipsch cabinets are made from non-resonant materials and finished in real wood veneers. The pieces are cut from the same wood stock and numbered so they stay together throughout the finishing process. If there's an imperfection in one of the pieces, they're all rejected. The result is hand-built cabinetry with the same qualities as fine furniture. Cabinets that integrate beautifully into any living space to create a harmony of sound and vision. And remember that not every home theater customer has the budget to build a dedicated media room with built-in cabinets and components. Most home theater customers will be retrofitting a system into a living room or den, making the look and quality of the speaker cabinetry almost as important as the technology inside. Now take that beautiful piece of handcrafted furniture, the Klipsch speaker cabinet, and assemble it with hand-built components. Exotic cone materials, poly switches, ferrofluid cooling, butyl surrounds, and large motor structures are some of the state-of-the-art materials used in the manufacture of Klipsch drive components. The drivers are made in the factory in Hope, assembled by hand, and each one is computer tested for accuracy and matched performance. Every Klipsch loudspeaker is tested for all aspects of performance before it leaves the factory. And Klipsch loudspeakers are made by hand by craftspeople right here in the USA. People who have owned Klipsch speakers for 10, 20, even 40 years claim their speakers sound as good as the day they bought them. The quality and longevity of Klipsch speakers gives them an intrinsic value no other brand can offer. And the person who has been blissfully listening to music on a pair of Klipsch speakers for 20 years is the perfect person to upgrade into a 6-speaker Klipsch home theater system. So now you know what makes Klipsch a great loudspeaker and how Klipsch loudspeaker systems relate to home theater. But how does it all come together to help you sell a 6-speaker Klipsch home theater package? The term home theater refers to an audio-video system that recreates the drama and excitement of a movie theater. While a big TV is part of home theater, the low-fidelity mono speakers in a television set couldn't possibly handle the dynamics of a movie soundtrack. Even a stereo television with a built-in stereo surround sound processor requires additional speakers to reproduce a motion picture soundtrack, an essential feature of any real theater experience. True home theater has to have an audio system that can position the dialogue in the center of the screen, track motion through the front right and left channels, process surround sound information, and reproduce very low bass frequencies, the way they do in movie theaters. The center channel of the Klipsch home theater system isolates the dialogue in a movie soundtrack, just like in a real theater, where the center channel is positioned behind the movie screen. Controlled directivity, the focusing of the soundtrack information directly at the listening area, is responsible for the articulation of the dialogue. And since 60% of all the front channel information is reproduced by the center channel, its ability to handle the dynamics of the soundtrack is a big factor in the quality of the home theater experience.
You ready to meet your maker? You son of a whiskey-drinking weasel.
You talk awful purty, you snake-bellied, skunk-kissing, lily-liver cousin to a toad. But let's see how good you shoot.
All Klipsch center channel speakers are video shielded, so you can place them on top of or close to your television without discoloring the picture. The front right and left channels steer the sound across the front of the listening area, matching the motion in the video presentation of a movie. The surround channels in the home theater system are used to place the viewer right in the center of the experience. The surround channels can be used to steer the audio from the front to the rear of the room, creating an ambiance with what's on the screen. Some audio-video experts say the powered subwoofer is the key component to the home theater system. The powered sub recreates the emotion, the suspense in a movie soundtrack. You not only hear it, you feel it. A Klipsch powered sub will actually make the floor vibrate, creating a total sensory home theater experience. Each of these components has a specific task, but they also need to work together to create the kind of atmosphere that will cause the viewer to suspend reality and actually believe he's in the middle of what's on the screen. That's why it's so important to match the sonic signatures of a home theater system. For example, surround circuitry steers the motion across the front listening area, through the left, right, and center channels. If the sonic signatures of the three speakers don't match, there could be enough of a difference to jolt the viewer out of the movie and back into his living room. Anyone who already owns a pair of Klipsch speakers has the building blocks of a perfect home theater system, because not only are they sonically matched, only Klipsch can bring the same technology that's used in state-of-the-art movie theaters into home theater. Klipsch has developed a home theater system configuration sheet to help you qualify your customer. As you talk about which Klipsch speakers he already has, or what kind of home theater system he wants to build, you become a consultant, guiding your customer through an informed choice. As much as I love movies, I don't spend all my time in front of a television set, and neither does your customer. The tremendous selling point of a Klipsch home theater system is that it is still a superior system for listening to recorded music. Many CDs are now being formatted in surround sound, giving your customers a lot more options for their home theater systems. So there you have it. Combine a Klipsch loudspeaker system that can efficiently handle even the most demanding movie soundtrack with the most important evolutionary step in audio-video since stereo, and you have everything you need to create a state-of-the-art home theater system. A Klipsch home theater system that more closely matches the experience of a motion picture theater than any other home theater system can.
Hello, I'm Fred Klipsch. In closing this sales training video, I'd like to make just 3 points. First and foremost, since we bought the company in September of 1989, it has become crystal clear that our greatest opportunity is to continue developing the Klipsch niche product line into a full product line. To accomplish this goal, we've introduced the KG speakers, the in-wall speakers, the powered subwoofers, and now the new center channels, in addition to our traditional A-line product. And still new products are forthcoming. Secondly, Klipsch recognizes the great opportunity we have with the specialty retailers. To that end, we will protect and develop the Klipsch brand name with the aid and support of our dealers. I believe that our marketing, advertising, sales, and customer service organizations will be second to no other company with the specific goal of helping you increase your sales of Klipsch product. Lastly, I hope we've taken the concept of home theater and reduced it to a clear understanding of what will really sell. The home theater experience is first and foremost an audio experience enhanced by video. The TV, regardless of size, is important. The electronics are important, but without at least 6 Klipsch speakers, the center channel, 2 side channels, 2 rear channels, and the powered sub, it is not the complete home theater experience that will literally sell itself. Horn technology was developed by Paul Klipsch so that he could more accurately replicate the sounds of symphony in his home. Through the years, the market has valued that technology and those products. And while we will continue a strong focus in the audio markets, that technology is clearly superior for home theater. It's almost as if 50 years ago, Paul's vision included home theater requirements. You may not know that Paul developed the first center channel TV stand in the mid-1950s. Our studies show a surprisingly high consumer recognition of the Klipsch brand name for having had so little advertising directed at the consumer. On the other hand, almost 50 years in business with unique and well-respected products has produced a variety of advantages and opportunities. The Klipsch promise will continue to be the highest quality and the best performing products. We sincerely appreciate all of your support and effort and look forward to continuing a mutually successful relationship.
The guide that comes with this video will review the topics I've talked about, plus give you more information about Klipsch audio and home theater products. Everybody loves the movies, and now we can all relive that experience anytime we want. You've probably been hearing the term home theater a lot lately, but what exactly does it mean? Is home theater a big screen television? Is it a projection television? Or is home theater simply stereo television? Well, then what about surround sound? Actually, home theater incorporates several different audio and video elements. The definition of true home theater is to take the total sensory experience you get in a movie theater and bring it into your home. And whether you choose a direct view television or a projection television or a laserdisc player or a hi-fi VCR, it's not really home theater without an audio system that can handle the broad dynamic range of a movie soundtrack. The 6 speakers that make up this home theater system are matched to give you true theater-like sound. Each speaker or speaker combination plays a specific part in the reproduction of the movie soundtrack. The only way to really experience the excitement of this demonstration tape is to listen to it on the proper home theater system. Call the toll-free number here on your screen for a list of audio-video dealers in your area who have a true 6-speaker home theater system. Now let's start with the center channel. This is what my voice sounds like coming from the center channel speaker. In movie theaters, a speaker is positioned behind the screen to localize the dialogue. Now this is what my voice sounds like when it comes from the left front channel. Notice how disconnected it is? And it don't sound any better coming from the right channel. But when you put a center channel speaker on or near your television set, you get the same localizing effect at home as you do in a movie theater. But of course the center channel is only one part of a complete home theater system. A complete home theater system will allow you to see, hear, and feel adventure, action, romance, and suspense just like in a movie theater. The front, left, and right channels, with help from the center channel, steer the sound across the front of the listening area, matching the motion in the video presentation of a movie. The surround channels in a home theater system are used to place the viewer right in the center of the experience. The surround channels steer audio from the front to the rear of the room, creating an ambiance with what's on the screen. Surround sound uses at least 4 speakers that can envelop you in the drama of a pre-recorded video cassette or laser disc. Over 5,000 movies are currently encoded with Dolby Surround. A wide selection of compact discs have also become available in surround sound. Even many of your favorite television shows are produced and broadcast for home theater. That's something your television alone just can't handle. Simply put, surround sound puts you in the middle of the action no matter where the action is. Wow, that must be a new track record. This is a powered subwoofer. Some audio-video experts have gone so far as to say that a powered subwoofer is the most important component in a home theater system. That's because the limited low-fidelity mono speakers, or even the stereo speakers in most television sets, even the best full-range audio loudspeakers, can't reproduce.
We've demonstrated that the powered subwoofer can handle low frequencies, like the sound of a race car engine. But how low can it really go? The note you're hearing is about 65 hertz, or cycles per second. This one is about 49 hertz. And this one is about 32 hertz. As you can hear, the powered subwoofer reproduces it cleanly and accurately. And while it's giving you that clarity and accuracy, it's making the floor vibrate. Imagine that kind of realism if you're watching, say, a documentary about the eruption of Mount St. Helens.
As much as I like watching movies, I don't spend all my leisure time in front of a television. A good home theater sound system should be balanced to reproduce recorded music as well as movies. And even if your favorite compact disc isn't encoded in stereo surround sound, think about the impact of that powered subwoofer next time you're listening to Wagner, or an Andrew Lloyd Webber Broadway score, or a singer with an incredible bass range, like Barry White. Now let's listen to how both the front and rear organs and the choir here in the cathedral sound with all 6 speakers in our system. While the music reproduction is dramatic, the main reason that home theater is becoming so popular is that it gives you the ability to enjoy a real movie experience right in your own living room. You don't have to stand in line, you don't have to get a babysitter, and you can watch whatever you want, whenever you want to. Hear how the entire home theater system works together to recreate the exciting atmosphere of the Wild West? The center channel places the dialogue of the soundtrack on the screen, just like in a movie theater. Let's listen to how some of these mangy cowpokes sound.
You ready to meet your maker? You son of a whiskey-drinking weasel.
You talk awful purty, you snake-bellied, skunk-kissing, lily-liver cousin to a toad. But let's see how good you shoot.
Hear how the front, right, left, and center channels steer the sound from one side of the listening area to the other? The front channels work together with the rear channels to steer the sound from the front of the listening area to the back, putting you in the middle of the action.